All right. Good morning, Mexico. Look at this, guys. We are in Cozumel on an MSC Seashore, and we're going on an excursion. We're gonna do catamaran snorkeling and a beach day. So come with us. Let's see what this is about. How's MSC doing on their excursions? Let's find out.
We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic.
Video, guys, you're watching the Rich and Jazzy Life. So guys, today we are in Cozumel, Mexico. I'm only showing you water right now. We will show you the actual Cozumel, Mexico in a little bit because we're gonna get off. We're gonna do an excursion, so we are just trying to rush. All right, so this is breakfast to the room, guys. There is a delivery fee to have it delivered very early, but they bring it right to your door. Wow.
Yes, I would say always choose a half an hour earlier than the time you actually
1 hour. Do 1 hour earlier, guys.
We set it for 6:30 to come.
Because it's already 1 hour late. Wow. We got some bacon and sausages. We got some eggs. More bacon. You ordered pancakes, my friend. Go ahead. And there's a waffle. And that's it. And the hair. Alright, so let's eat because we have an excursion. Don't you girls want to go to Mexico?
Okay, we don't
All
have
right,
much time.
let's eat. We have turned our room inside out, kind of. So, girls, you ready? Good morning. It's very early. Breakfast was great, guys. We're just rushing because it's very early to make
I hate that
moves.
these excursions are so early.
It's ridiculously early. Why don't they even offer a later option?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
So,
girls.
yeah. Let's roll, girls.
I went to get my passport.
Okay, we had to run back up to the room, guys. Apparently, you need your passports, so don't forget your passports. As many cruises as we have been on, we have never needed a passport to get off in Mexico, or really anywhere, but okay, so now you know, guys, if you take MSC and you're getting off in Cozumel, bring your passports.
I was getting off in general.
Or anywhere, it looks like. So, yeah, have your passports. Let's go. We walked all the way down here. There's literally no direction as to where to go. Group 1, you got a sticker and you just walk, but no one tells you where to go. You don't see anyone. It's pretty disorganized. So Jab is trying to speak to someone that works here. Hopefully. Long story short, this is the most disorganized excursion in my life. They literally left us.
Literally.
There's no signs. There's no person holding this thing.
There's nobody
Yeah.
walkie-talkie and saying, oh, we have these people coming, nothing.
They don't have a list of people who were there, not there. Apparently not, because they left us. The bus left us. So now they said we could switch. There was a guy from another tour, and he wants us to pay the difference to do a different excursion. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go back on the ship, and I want my money back.
I'm not paying $100 each to do a dolphin tour.
No, my kids are even too little to be. No.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for a dolphin tour. I signed up to do the catamaran and the beach, and the bus left us. It's completely disorganized. There's no one telling you where to go, nothing. You just get off and walk off on your own. It's a hot mess. MSC, this is a complete fail. Oh my God, another fail.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So now we have to walk back on the ship. Yeah, here with 2 kids, my mom, my wife, and I have to go back on the ship because, and now the kids who were looking forward, they want to know why they're not getting on the boat ride. Thank you, MSC.
Originally got off of the ship, they kept telling us, go here,
Right.
go here.
From when you walk in, the guy kept saying, go here, and Jasmine's like, where? It's just a gate. Let's walk.
Just a gate.
Let's go look at it. Let's go take a look at it.
Oh, by the way, the girls are in the kids' camp. We just dropped them off. So, he kept pointing to come here.
What is this, guys? So we walked the guy over here, and we were like, where do you want us to go? Where do you want us to go? We had to walk him over here and be like, what do you want us to do?
Right.
So yeah.
It's the unorganized mess. But we know now the catamaran that we saw leaving was the catamaran that we were supposed to be.
Yeah. Now we've got to have this walk of shame back onto the ship. Very nice. At the shore excursions to, I guess, complain, and then we'll probably have to go to guest services. So instead of going on excursion, you know, I need to waste my time doing this, and yeah, and just kind of just really annoyed. But yeah, so now we need to wait here just so we can make a complaint and get our money back. Ridiculous.
So annoying.
Okay, so we spoke to them at the desk and let him know the situation, that we checked in. Obviously we checked in. They gave it, look, they even gave us the sticker. They signed off. They signed off on the excursions. I want to make sure all this is recorded, so it's not that we're making this up. It's, yeah, it's signed off and everything. Fury. That was the one that we saw leaving. The catamaran that left. It was Fury. Right. So they didn't do a head count or nothing. They just said, okay, well, we're leaving now. Bye. No, who's here? How many? Everybody's here. Oh, we have the list. The check. Nothing. They don't wait. On other cruise lines, they will all wait. They'll do a head count. They will not leave until everyone's there or they're sure they have not checked in.
Right.
But we checked in.
But here's the thing. It was like we checked in and they knew we were coming.
Right. They
Like,
called someone on the radio and then said, go downstairs. We get downstairs. There's nothing there. Go get your passport. Passport? We never needed our passport, but fine. Go get the passport. Come back. Still nobody there. No signs. No nothing. Nowhere to go. We saw a catamaran leave. Apparently that was our catamaran. It was just a mess. So
a hot mess. A hot mess. This is 2 epic fails by MSC. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be coming back, y'all, because I'm very annoyed. I'm annoyed. You know, like, I'm annoyed that I feel like I'm breaking out in hives on my chest. That's when I get annoyed like that, I start to get hives. I'm so annoyed. Filled with anger.
we'll talk soon.
Okay, so as you guys can see, what happened on our Cozumel shore excursion that left us, which was, I'm smiling now because I can look back on it and somewhat laugh, but it's
No,
still...
I'm not laughing. No.
I could laugh because I laughed because it was crazy. I can't believe that I actually got left. And, well, not just me, my whole family, you know. Yeah. I guess, I don't know what else. They walkie-talkie down. I don't know what communication went wrong.
And this is why, if you've heard us say in our lives that, you know, MSC, we had a lot of good points, but the logistics of it, and we were not just talking about embarkment, because embarkment was a problem, but this further shows that the logistics of the way they run things is just
all a mess.
It's just not solid. They don't have the right processes in place like the other cruise lines that they have. They're on the money.
Yeah. They need to sharpen up on that, because that could really take them to a next level. Their customer service sucks, man. Yeah. So it really does. Speaking
of customer service, so you've seen what happened. You saw we got left. We've explained to you on there. You see the proof, all right, in the video. So we got back on the ship, you know, we asked to speak to the manager. The guy tells me, so customer service was, I'm not going to say customer service in the entire MSC was horrific, but customer service in that department and the guest services was horrific. I went there. The guy told me that one of the workers there told me that the manager will be here tomorrow. I said, well, who can I speak to now? What can I do about this? He's telling me that
it's the hear from me tomorrow for me.
Yeah.
Like, where is he coming from?
Right. And he's like telling me straight out, you can't get your money back. And he did start off by saying, oh, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I said, okay, well, I need to speak to the manager. They told me to come back later. I'm here later. He's still not here. Okay. Next day, I still was very patient. I waited. You know, my thing is, if you give me my money back eventually, cool. I wasn't going to make a huge deal out of it. Then the next day, they're like, oh, can you meet us on so-and-so deck? Upstairs, like the Lido deck. So we went over there, and it's the same guy with another guy who works in excursions, and they're like, oh, yeah, so what happened yesterday? You know, everybody is a little bit responsible. I said, who is everybody?
Right.
I mean, so you're telling me that I'm responsible for you leaving me? I went back and re-explained the whole thing to him. We got down there. We had our stuff. You guys set us up with passports. We came down. Nothing was organized. Please tell me how that's my fault.
One major thing that wasn't mentioned in the vlog, we did get, well, you guys saw, we did get back off of the ship, just Richard, my mother-in-law, and I, and we walked around just the cruise port, and we walked off. We had our passports with us because that's what they told us that we needed. They never asked for our passports ever, ever. And any other cruise that we've ever been on, they have never asked us for our passports. That is not something that we traditionally carry off of the ship with us for safety purposes. And we never have ever, on all of the cruise lines that we have ever been on. So that's why we didn't initially have it.
No.
And when the
Because
second
it's
time
just never been required.
And the second time that we got off, it was just, they didn't ask for it.
Right.
So all they usually ask for is the room key. Even when they have like the security before you get to the ship, they usually just ask you for your security, or sometimes a driver's license.
It's far from our first cruise. This was our 5th cruise in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So we're very familiar with the processes.
We've been on many cruises.
Right. And yeah, they did not ask for passports. So that's something else that I brought up to them. But to go back to what I was saying, so the guy tells me that, oh, well, you need an appointment to see the manager. Because he ultimately told me, you're not getting your money back because you're responsible too. I said, well, please tell me what part of it that I'm wrong. Since you're blaming me, tell me where I'm wrong. Now, customer service, anyone that works in customer service knows you don't sit there and blame the customer. Especially if you don't have your facts straight to say where I was wrong.
Where's the proof? Where's the evidence?
You could not tell me where I'm wrong, but you're telling me I'm wrong and you're not giving me my money back. Then they called to tell me that I would get half of my money back. They called me on the phone while I was in my room to say, we can offer you half your money back and we can give you another excursion. So looking at the excursions on MSC, the kids couldn't do the excursions that were there. So I have a 4 and a 5-year-old, and the kids could not do the excursions. We had to stop at the private island, which you don't need an excursion, so why would I use my money towards that, right? So they offered me half the money back. They offered me a free excursion, and I said, no, that's not going to work.
Right.
And I still need to see the manager. He's like, oh, you can get an appointment. He was basically telling me you could get an appointment for like 2 days from now. So I'm like, who is this guy?
Right. It was like he was the Wiz.
He's the Wiz. Is he real?
Right. Does he exist?
Right. Where is he? Who is he? What does he look like? Is he in the back? Is he in the front? Is he on the ship? So we got tired of that after another day. This dragged out for like 4 days, guys. We went and directly after that meeting with them upstairs, I said, forget this. I'm going straight to guest services, and I'm not dealing with them anymore because I need to talk to somebody above them. So I went to guest services. Right, we spoke to one person there, and he actually punted it to the manager of guest services, who I could hear him on the phone. It sounds like he was speaking to them in excursions, and he was saying, this is what the customer's saying. He was pretty firm with them, and he came back and said, we are going to give you your money back. So we did appreciate that. And he asked, well, the manager of excursions is still willing to meet with you tomorrow. Would you like? So we were kind of like, well, what do we need him for? But I said, no.
No, it was the same evening.
Oh, the same evening. That's right. That's right. I said, you know what? No, I do need to speak to him because this absolutely should never happen to another family again.
Yeah.
So we met with the manager of excursions.
He does exist.
Yeah.
And I told him to his face, you do exist. Oh,
and
wow.
I made the joke with him. And I know he wouldn't know the Wiz. So
right.
I said to him in a joking way, but it was not really a joke. It was serious. I said, do you know the Wizard of Oz? And he goes, yeah. I said, you know, you're like the wizard. Do you exist? Because that's what it seems like. So I explained everything to him, and he was very good at listening. So I appreciated the fact that he met with us and still listened, but I had to let him know that, number one, you left your staff out there to dry. You know, your staff it's not working out between me and your staff, right? And at no point did you let them escalate it to you. You didn't even pick up the phone to say, hey, I'll speak to the customer because I'm busy right now. Nothing. You literally just kept telling them, I'll have a meeting with them tomorrow or whenever. Or it was like, whenever I feel like seeing you, I'll see you. So it's horrible customer service. Your staff is out there drowning because they don't know what they're doing. They're talking to us like we're the ones crazy. You're letting them.
You're letting them. And I let Richard handle most of it until we went upstairs to the Lido deck, and I was going off because at this point, don't try to make me feel like I'm dumb and I don't know what's going on and I don't know what I'm talking about. So it was really like a slap in my face, and I don't like that. And it's almost like I'm on vacation and I shouldn't be arguing with someone over my money on vacation, and y'all left me. So at the end of the day, if you signed me in, you gave me a ticket, somebody walkie-talkie said oh, we have 4 more people coming, la da da da.
How did you leave us?
What went wrong?
And we asked, we explained the whole thing to the manager. I went back, I've said it like 3 times in different ways, so just in case he didn't get it, he would get it. And I asked him straight, I said, tell me where I was wrong.
Right.
Because if you could tell me where I was wrong, then I can accept that responsibility. But you're not telling me where I'm wrong.
Right.
You're just telling me that, oh, everybody's at fault here. No, my friend.
That's my thing. And I said to him, I said, if it was a situation where when we got to the security and we didn't have our passports, they should have said, we think that it's going to be too late by the time you go to your room and come back down. So unfortunately, we're going to have to leave you. If you would have said that, I would have respected it.
But you got us walking around the cruise pole looking stupid.
And then you guys don't even say to, like, you know how usually on a cruise line, guys come off the ship with a passport. You guys did not make an overall general statement. It doesn't say it on the ticket.
Didn't do that. And I showed the ticket to the manager and said, where on here does it say this?
Doesn't say passport. So you guys wouldn't even let us leave the ship. You know what I'm saying? And we had to march all the way back.
But then later,
upstairs.
Later in the day,
we didn't even need it.
We left the ship without a passport. When I got off in Jamaica, do you think they asked for a passport? No.
So it's like, stay consistent on what it is that you want and what it is that you need. Because and then I said, if it's a issue with not just the ship, maybe it is with customs of the country, with what they need, it needs to be better communication.
Yeah. But it was not, because
it wasn't.
We know Mexico very well.
Right.
You don't need it from a cruise ship. And like we said, later on we got off, you didn't need it. So that was another point that we brought up to them, besides the horrible customer service on the front end of them. The consistency from security is not the same. Sometimes you need the passport, sometimes you don't. Which one is it?
Right.
Then the leadership. You are the leader of excursions. You're not available. You don't want to speak. You don't help your staff. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're leaving your staff out here to dry. So
yeah, and that all goes to the point that you saw mentioned about two vlogs ago when I said to him, I said, this is not just our only vacation this year.
Right.
Okay, we go on many vacations. I'll be back in Cozumel, I'm sure, very soon.
Right.
But what if I was a family that took me years to save for this cruise? You know what I'm saying? What if this was my one and only vacation, a vacation of a lifetime? You know what I'm saying? You guys just ruined that experience for us and turned me off from your cruise company. there's many other cruise companies out here for me to try.
Right.
And I can't, and I never mentioned that we were on YouTube until later on. And then I said, do you know, I never meant, like, I'm not the type to be like, oh, I'm going to put this on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We never mentioned that.
I want to mention it to the manager after we were having a nice conversation. I said, you do know, I was like, you know, we are YouTubers, and I don't want to show you guys like this. Like, I didn't want to throw it in your face like, oh, I can show all of my subscribers this so they can never book your cruise line. No.
Because he said to me, the first guy, when he goes, oh, well, we can't give you money back. It'll be a loss of revenue. I said, are you kidding? A loss of revenue? And I'm thinking to myself, it's going to be a real loss of revenue when I never, he's like, oh, I know, because you may not come back. I said, not just me, my friend, but
right, the many people that we have watching this.
But I never said, oh, I got a camera, I'm going to put this on YouTube.
Right.
No. After the whole thing was resolved and we got our money back, then I mentioned to the manager, you have to treat every person.
You never know
like
who.
They're on YouTube. You have to treat every person like they're the queen.
Or they're the family of the CEO of the cruise line. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who we are.
Right. What if my cousin was the owner of MSC? Exactly. And you guys treated me like this? Now, maybe you all would get fired. You know, it was just...
Right.
They just did not understand any of that. So I hope that with us meeting with him, that was helpful. It is possible that we spoke to him and it just went in through one ear and out the other. And he just listened to us just to listen to us. I don't know. I hope that
it doesn't happen to any other family.
Yeah. And that's our main thing. Why we kept pushing that we have to meet, we have to talk. This has to be talked out. We don't want this to happen. Like she said, what if this was your only vacation for the whole year, the whole 2 years, 3 years? This was your first vacation since, you know, the whole pandemic, and you haven't had a vacation in 3 years, and you had that experience. You may not only cruise MSC again. What if it's your first cruise? Maybe you'll never cruise again. And cruisers know cruising is the best. So imagine this type of experience. It could really ruin things for a whole family. And then, you know, just the whole thing is frustrating. I'm even running out of words.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. We are happy that we did get our money back. And you know something, I get it. Issues come up, problems happen. Everything is not going to be.
And we're prepared.
And we're prepared for that. Yeah. But the way they went about it just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't appreciate the way that they tried to make us feel
like we were wrong.
Like we were wrong.
Yeah.
And like I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And we've said
I'm
it
a paying customer, I pay
them.
my money, and I expect the service, and I expect the service to be good. So if I complain and I want my money back, it shouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Not
you guys make millions of dollars off of these people, okay? Me getting, what was it, $200-300 that we spent as a family.
It's a loss of revenue.
Like, that's not going to hurt your pockets. But
and he talking about loss of revenue like it was his money.
People go so hard for a company that really won't go hard for them.
Right.
So I don't want you guys to watch this particular vlog and say, oh, Rich and Jazzy, I'm definitely never going to MSC.
Right.
I mean, if you're not, you're not. It doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? We're not being paid by them. We're not being sponsored or anything like that.
And to be fair, no cruise line is perfect.
No cruise line
I don't care
perfect.
Who you think is perfect. Trust me, no one's perfect.
Right, no one is perfect. This could have possibly happened on another cruise line. Who knows? It just has never happened to us. Yeah. And I think that you guys should stay tuned for the rest of our cruise series on MSC, for you to see if we made up our mind on if we would sail on MSC again.
Yeah, and we will discuss it on the last vlog.
Yes.
Our entire thoughts.
Our entire thoughts.
It's worth coming back or not. So, but this was a big L. It was a huge negative, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, well, guys, I hope that you somewhat enjoyed this vlog. I hope it was informative to you, and I hope that we gave you some type of thoughts on shore excursions and how sometimes things can go wrong and always not go into your favor. Luckily, it was favorable for us at the end, even though we had to go through hell and high water to get our money back. But we just wanted to show you guys an experience that happened to us. Not everything is peaches and cream and butterflies and fairies on cruises.
You know, we're all about being positive
transparent,
vibes, but we also want you to know that hiccups like this can happen.
Right.
And keeping it real with you means that we have to show you some of the hiccups along the way. So
yeah, definitely.
This was a big hiccup. So this is one of them along the way.
So guys, if you guys enjoyed this vlog, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Share this with who?
Your friends and family.
And please don't forget to drop a comment.
Yes, we appreciate the comments, guys. Don't forget, come back for more.
Right. If you like what you see, come back for more. And until the next vlog, continue to live
a rich
and jazzy
life.
life. Bye, guys.